The Bear Season 1 in 3 minutes or less. Be warned, major spoilers follow. The series begins with up-and-coming chef Carmy Berzatto returning to Chicago to run his family's sandwich shop, The Beef. His estranged brother Michael, who ran the restaurant, took his life months earlier and left it to him. Carmy discovers the restaurant is on the brink of bankruptcy, and when he starts changing how they operate, he butts heads with his cousin, Richie Jerimovich, the restaurant manager. His changes include hiring the young but talented Sydney Adamu as his sous chef. Sydney's father would bring her to the restaurant as a child, and she wants to see it succeed. In episode 2, the restaurant fails a health inspection, raising tensions among the staff. Carmy learns Michael borrowed $300,000 from Jimmy Kalinowski, a friend of the family everyone calls uncle. Michael never paid it back, and Jimmy now wants to buy the restaurant, but Carmy refuses to sell. Richie finds a letter Michael wrote to Carmy just before he died, but decides against giving it to him. In episode 3, Carmy begins attending Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. In her new role as sous chef, Sydney struggles to be accepted by her co-workers, including Tina Marrero, a longtime line cook who is set in her ways. In episode 4, Carmy and Richie cater a kid's birthday that soon turns disastrous. In episode 5, bread maker Marcus begins experimenting on desserts for the restaurant. Carmy finds out Richie is selling drugs in the alley to make extra money to keep the restaurant open. When the restaurant loses power, handyman and friend of the family Neil Fack can't fix it. Sydney, however, saves the day when she moves the cooking outside. In episode 6, we finally see Michael in a flashback with Carmy and his family. Carmy's sister Natalie, who co-owns the restaurant, learns Michael did not pay the restaurant's taxes, and the IRS is after them. Finally, Sydney's hard work wins over Tina. In episode 7, the restaurant is in chaos when it is overwhelmed with to-go orders, and Carmy's meltdown causes Sydney and Marcus to quit in frustration. In episode 8, as Carmy deals with the fallout of their bad night, the restaurant hosts a private bachelor party. When things get out of hand, Richie punches a partygoer who is hospitalized in intensive care. Richie is arrested but later released and begins to rethink his aggressive behavior. Carmy makes up with Sydney and Marcus, and they return to work. Richie finally gives Carmy the letter Michael wrote to him, which only contained a note of encouragement and a recipe. Afterward, Carmy discovers Michael hid the $300,000 he borrowed in cans of tomato sauce, solving their money problems. The season ends with Carmy closing The Beef and announcing that a new restaurant, named The Bear, will open in its place. And that's our recap of The Bear Season 1, now streaming on Hulu. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching.